heard Taylor Adams yesterday on radio suggesting that we could be seeing more of an attacking game style under your reign. Will we see that, and what's your take on that?
It remains to be seen, to be honest. We've been the feeling around the place is that we've been building our game pretty well for the last little period. So we've been hard to play against, I feel, for a good chunk of time, and we've been building on our offence as we go. It's obvious that we have to score more. Our profile says we need to score more, but I think it's been trending in the right direction up until now. So, we've sort of tweaked a few things. We've spoken about a couple of things we might be able to get a bit of bang for buck out of, so hopefully that comes to the fore. We're sort of building as we go, and we feel like that's been pretty solid for a while now as well.
How have you found the week, and how has your role changed? Obviously taking the top job, but how has your week changed as a result?
It's obviously it's enjoyable. I see it as an opportunity and just a chance to sort of be with the players. I've obviously been here a long time, so I've got relationships with all of our players. But I'm enjoying it. I see it as a really good opportunity for me to develop my coaching and get better, even get stronger relationships with the boys that are here, and hopefully win some games and play some good footy and really get some momentum into next year.
Hi Rob, how would you describe yourself as a senior coach? What sort of coach do you want to be?
Look, I've been doing this caper a fair while now, Rob, so I feel like I've evolved a fair bit as a coach. I started off sort of dipping the toe in early days, and as it's gone on, I've really got a passion for it. I would say, as most coaches are, they're relationship based, so I'm no different there. I love to build those relationships with the players. I'm strong around how I like the game played, so I'm no different to a lot of coaches there as well. But I've got firm beliefs on that. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy trying to make a difference to young guys' lives, and hopefully we can get a bang for that in the next 9 weeks as well.
And will you put your hand up for the vacant position?
Yeah, look, to be honest, I just see it as a great opportunity for me, and I see my role as trying to get the best out and get some momentum for these players. I think they're a great group. I haven't even, to be honest, I haven't thought too much about it. I just want to. I see it as a 9-week block to do my best, to hopefully get some good footy played by our boys, that they enjoy it, our fans like what they see, and that's the way I see it. The rest sort of in time looks after itself. I just don't see it that way. I just see it as an opportunity for growth for me.
We've seen a couple of caretakers in recent times get the top job, David Teague and Reece Shaw, for example. Will you seek in the next 9 weeks to get a bit of clarity on whether you actually are in the running from Graham Wright?
Yeah, well, I don't think I need that, to be honest. I mean, Wrighty's been so upfront with me to made my role really clear. I'm grateful for that. So I don't think I need that. As it goes on, anything I need to know, I'm sure he'll tell me, and that's his MO. So I respect him for that. So yeah, at the moment, my role's really clear. I know what I need to do, and I just got to try and execute that the best I can.
Rob, you missed out on a few senior jobs in the last few years. How disheartening is it when that happens? And did you ever think this opportunity might not come?
Look, I probably have missed a few over the journey, and what you do get is resilient to it. I know the caper, I know how it works, and you learn to roll with that a fair bit. I'm a lot more relaxed about that these days than I was, and that's a good thing. I don't stress the small stuff anymore, and that's the way I like it. So it's disappointing when you miss jobs. Obviously, you want to get a job when it comes up, but I've learnt to roll with that a bit better and be a bit more relaxed about it. So that's how that's worked out.
Will Taylor Adams play, Rob?
Yeah, we've just completed our last session, and he and Brodie Grundy got through fairly well. So we need to tidy up a few things on how they pull up, but promising signs out of that. So we'll make a call on that later on. But yeah, so far so good.
And is Mark Keane a replacement for Darcy Moore?
We've just come off the track, so we'll literally finalise match committee in the next hour or so, and that'll go out later tonight.
Rob, have you spoken to Nathan Buckley since you got back from the break after the Sydney game?
I spoke to him the day after, and we've exchanged a few messages since. Obviously, have great respect for the man, worked with him for a long time, so that won't change for me. He's been a great mentor of mine for a long time, so really good person, and obviously moving on with his future now. So we'll stay in touch, and I still lean on him when I can to get advice. So yeah, that's we've touched base a couple of times.
Can you share advice as to what he might have passed on before your first game in the job?
No, he just wished me all the best, and like I think there's a mutual respect there that I really cherish. So no, he just wished me all the best, and he just said, "Be yourself," and I appreciate that. So no, he's been good for me for so long. So as I said, he'll continue to be a support as it goes forward.
Rob, do you feel like you share a different coaching philosophy to Bucks? I know you've worked with him for a long time. Do you feel like you'll bring a different style during your 9 weeks?
Oh, I think there's naturalness everyone thinks a little bit differently. I think language is different with each coach, so there's going to be differences, just subtle differences in how we talk and how we portray messaging. So, I think that's just natural. Obviously we've worked together a long time, so we've worked closely with game plan stuff together. But I clearly have my own views on some things. So I'll sort of bleed those into our game as we go. But largely, I've been giving my thoughts for a long time on how it should be played as part of our coaching panel. So there's respect there. So I'll just keep working on those things and. Working. And as I said, the language is probably the biggest thing, and we're slightly different with that. So there may well be differences there.
What's your view on selection for the last 9 games? I mean, is it playing more kids, although you've already played a heap, or will there be a sort of integrity around form with selection? How are you going to view that?
Yeah, I think. Well, it's a good question. I think. My philosophy on that is picking the best available. We've played a lot of young guys this year. We've debuted a lot of players, which is great for the footy club, and they've really showed good signs. So, I think there's a real integrity in around earning your position, even as a young player. That's good for their futures. So, we'll continue to do that. As I said, we've blooded some really young talent this year. We've got good young talent. We've blooded them. Hopefully we get the fruits of that going forward in the short term and medium term, but we'll continue to do that, and there'll be integrity around selection as there always should be.
We saw a training today. Will Kelly trained with the forwards in match sim. I know he started the year forward, went back at times, and then training forward today. Can you just give Pies fans an update as to where he sits and sort of with Bill for the last 2 months of the season? Yeah,
look, and he's a great talent going forward. We have thrown him around a bit, and as a young player, we'd like to settle him a bit more. So, we felt like when we did throw Darcy forward there for a while, we sort of, put him back to try and balance that out. But I think, going forward, we see him as a key forwards in the short term. So, we'll give him a chance to get his confidence up there and learn the structures and how we want to go about it. So he'll be playing as a key forward in the near future.
And if it's not Collingwood, do you sense this next 9 weeks, and you spoke about the top jobs elsewhere, as a bit of a coaching interview potentially for another job if it's not at the Pies? Oh, look, you know what? It's not even on my radar. I'm going to have my hands full here for 9 weeks, and already getting a feel for that a few days in. So, I'm going to be busy enough doing my own thing. What happens. I just got such good focus around what I'm doing and enjoying it. I really want to enjoy this process and take it all in and learn as much as I can from this experience. So that's what I'm aiming to do.
I know it's very early days, but have you noticed a step up already in your, I don't you're more time poor and there's more demands on you as you step up from being assistant to the senior guy?
Well, it's my first week, so I'm getting a feel for it. But clearly, that's going to be an issue. So it's something I'm going to have to work through. It's like any senior coach would say, and that's good for me. It's good for my growth and good for my learning. So yeah, I'm getting a feel for that already. I'm going to have to work my time better and manage myself through. But so far so good, and I think it's been an enjoyable experience.
And just Mason Cox, I know he's found his way to the team with Darcy Cameron's recent form. Is he still in the frame, and we look to try and blood him and give him an opportunity if that presents in the next couple of weeks? Yeah,
well, of course he's in the frame, and he's been playing VFL. The VFL haven't played a lot recently, but he's been playing scratch matches there and been really good. So yeah, of course he's in the frame. He's if his form warrants it. He's definitely in selection views, so that's for him to keep working towards, as it is for all. Will Kelly's no different as a power forward, as one of our forwards. So we work towards that, and we pick on the best form.